Hello and welcome to another episode of Talk Cow Not Bull.
So this is how changeable the Canadian weather is. So this morning I was near Niagara and I'm heading north now to, it's kind of northwestern Ontario, where I'm going to Owen Sound, and just the snow has come in. We've a little bit left there to go on the drive, and snow has come in thick and fast. So we're visiting a farm tomorrow that has agroplastics installed, and then we'll see what it's going to be like there. It's going to be a bit snowy. I wish I brought my boots. So just outside Owen Sound in Ontario, and yes, Owen is sound. A little, I wouldn't say not a very well known place in Ontario, but had a lovely evening there, stayed in an Airbnb, and it was just a nice quiet place, and I'm en route now to visit a very significant agroplastics farm where they have the Supreme Body Hutch, which is a modification of the agroplastics group Hutch for putting two calves together. I mean, Canada, USA, it would be very normal to have single calves just to build the immunity, but doing the buddy system, putting two calves together, has proven really well. But you solve one problem, you create another. So if you don't have enough space for the calves, enough airflow, easy able to add bedding, and then of course easy to feed them, it's just going to cause more trouble. But the guys at Agroplastics have done it well, and then you combine that with milk bar, which gives slow feeding and then stops the cross suckling. So hopefully we'll be allowed to video and get a good walk around here, because it's farmers can be very personal about their farms and maybe might not want to be videoed. So if not, I'll just do a video blog afterwards. But hopefully it'll go well and we can share it with you. Now I'll take a little bit of video footage of you seeing how nice this road is. Hiya Martin, video for you. This is Keith and David. You're over, when are you in Czech?
I'm in Czech on August the 22nd.
For the plow?
For the World Plowing Contest.
Are you judging?
No, I'm not this year.
Not this year.
I'm an alternate judge this year.
Okay, well I'm going to send you David's number and Keith's number, if you wouldn't mind hooking up with them, and you can talk cows, farming and agroplastics. They're a good agroplastics customer. And maybe drink a beer or two. Sorry, David. We started rifting there. We were talking about your feeding. So before going bottle, you were always worried about going bottle feeding because it was a challenge.
Well, yeah, like it was just the labor, right? Like that's all we knew was the dairy side of it. Like everything had to be clean.
Yeah.
And whatever, right?
Yeah.
And that's great for heifers. Like you want them to live for 10 or 15, whatever. You want them to live for a while, right?
Yeah.
But with the veal industry and the beef side of it for this bottle calf, you don't need the calf to live more than, like for veal, it's whatever, 8 months.
Yep.
Beef is maybe a little longer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can cut corners a little more than you can with the dairy heifers.
Yeah.
So like for the beef calves, we offer 6 liters a day.
They get offered 6 liters. Okay.
Yeah. And we used to wean them at 60 days of age. Like we had a 60-day feeding period. Well, now we're down to, I think it's 50 or 53 days.
Wow.
We're trying to push more grain.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to get them on the grain. They have to eat a certain amount of grain before we wean them, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
But grain is cheaper than milk, right?
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get them through the milk phase, that they're like healthy and thrifty and stuff like that. And we just want to get them on grain, and then we push the grain as hard as we can.
Yeah.
And we've been finding that we can replicate like double body weight at 56 days of age and stuff like that. Like all those metrics that they use in the dairy industry, right?
Yeah.
We're finding we can match that in the beef side.
And like
with grain and not as much milk.
What I was loving hearing saying earlier when we were talking is like you have your system, and we'll see it where you've got a hole in the bottom of the bottle.
Yep.
And you're filling up on site. Like honestly, really practical. And
the calves have got their own little biosecurity. So as I say, a small bit of dirt is not a big problem when you're dealing with beef calves.
So when we went to these calf raisers, like we had a narrow vision of what we thought you needed to feed a calf. Hygiene has to be very good.
Mm-hmm.
We went to these calf raisers and we found that they would they wouldn't take the bottle out every feeding to wash it. They would just leave it with the calf.
Yeah.
And as long as it would get a little darker or whatever, but as long as it didn't get too bad, they just left it with the calf. And that's what they found, is that the bacteria stayed with the calf. The calf got used to it, and the morbidity and the mortality rates were quite successful.
And your morbidity, which is
morbidity and mortality.
But is your treatments? Your treatments is less than 1%, and your mortality.
Yeah, the mortality is way less. It'd be like 0.5% or
0.5%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, there'd be 300 or 400 calves out there, and I think she only loses less than one a cycle. So
that's incredible. So like, okay, as you say, they've got their own little biosecurity, a little bit of dirt. There's never any big dirt. It's not that big deal with the bull calves. So we'll go out and see that. Can we see your gator there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that.
Yeah.
So real practical, one person operation.
So yeah, this room's too small. It wasn't built for this, but
not
anyway.
at all. But it's a heated room.
But anyway, the driver sits in the seat.
Yeah.
He turns his pump on, and it's got its own pressure switch, so it'll shut off when it's under pressure. But he sits in the thing, and he just runs along and
dispenses the milk.
The bottle will be sitting in the holder.
Yeah.
It's got a hole in it, and he just sticks the thing in and fills it up to the 3 liters or whatever it is. And then so when he's done with the milk, he comes back and then he fills it full of water, and he goes back out and distributes some water. We'll put in 1 liter or 2 of water in every bottle. And
so you use the same bottle then again for
we'll put some rinse water in it.
Rinse water, yeah.
And then he comes back and puts more water in, and then he'll fill the buckets up for the calves that are weaned, and then even the ones that aren't weaned. But they have a whole watering chart that they follow, how much water they want to give. So.
Well, this is where I drop in the video, whereas I myself am a huge fan of the Hatfield.
We can go out and see those.
We'll go out and see, but I love the Hatfield system. But for someone to go from bucket feeding to say bottle feeding, it's such a big advance to just implement Hatfield or whatever.
I just couldn't imagine having that trailer with all those bottles and a guy, like just the number of people that we would have to have at feeding.
Yeah.
And then what do you do with those people to get them a shift?
Yeah,
right? Like that's where our mentality was.
Well,
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying.
No. And some of the markets I'm dealing with the Middle East, and that labor isn't maybe as much of an issue as it is here.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Sure,
So they have the people.
That's fair.
And then you're loving the milk bar teats. Well, we were both talking about, even on my own farm.
Sure, that's fair.
It's a bit slow feeding to start calves, but
no, I don't. I'm not sure it's slow feeding. I honestly think it's the rounds.
Okay.
It's almost like you're trying to put a plug in their mouth, whereas this kind of slips into their mouth type of thing. But even day 2, day 1, like second or third feeding, I think those are fine. But I just struggle with that first feeding. To get that in and get their mouth around it. But no, they're a fine nipple. Like there's nothing wrong with them.
Well, I didn't tell you the story earlier. Like in our own farm, we've been using milk bar nearly 30 years.
Sure.
We were my dad was one of the first people to bring in
I've never seen these before until Paul brought them around.
Well, the revolution now is quite new. But slow feeding has so many benefits.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
Yeah. But anyhow,
that one probably needs to get replaced soon. But.
Don't forget your gift there.
Yeah. No, that's good.
We'll just turn the corner here, and then it's a lovely, and we're just going to take a walk down now and have a look at these.
And it takes 2 people about an hour to assemble them.
Okay, that was okay. So everything we see there, you have it down to an hour. So we gotta go out here now and see.
We still have to put the bottle holders on
and
stuff, but those ones are basically assembled.
Okay, well I put one of the lads back in my office put this the Supreme Buddy Hutch assembly kit together.
Yeah.
It took us a lot more than an hour.
Oh, the first one took a bit, but no, they're actually really simple to put together.
Yeah.
No, it's Yeah,
And
it's pretty good.
you've done lift kit and all of them, which is
Yeah,
fantastic.
I can't imagine how you'd move them if you didn't. Have
I know.
It, but
Well, and
anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
no, whatever. So, but yeah, and then we're kind of debating whether we should have done the grain feeders or not, or whether we should have just done pails with the awning extension. But
okay.
But anyway, Holly had her reasons why she thought the grain feeders were better, and anyway, yeah.
So what would have been the option instead of the grain feeder?
Well, then you'd put 4 pails, and then we would have the awning extension.
Oh, that's right, the extended overhang. Yeah.
Just to protect the pails in the adverse weather and stuff.
Yeah.
And then those are non-standard pails. Like those are like double the size.
They are double the size.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So Holly wanted to make sure that there was enough water in front of these calves and stuff.
Fantastic.
So
we got lift up in there.
So yeah, so we used the gates for the first 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that was mainly, we didn't start out that way, but we found when the gator come along and started filling this one, they both went to that nipple, and then it took a while for them to figure out there was a second nipple.
Okay.
So we put the gate in to start, and then once Holly knows that the calves know there's 2 bottles.
Yeah.
Then we just take the gate out, and but the farm that we originally saw these at, he left the gate in the whole time. So
we can see there now. You can see how my fingers are a little bit blue and white, and there's the shiver on those calves.
Oh gosh, no!
Perfectly cozy. They've created their own little pocket of heat.
Yeah.
And they got the best of fresh air.
Yeah.
And that's what you were saying there earlier. There's your little hole in the bottle.
Yep.
And you're dispensing there.
Yep. And so that bottle will stay there for the whole cycle.
Yep.
And then we wash them properly after the cycle. So.
Wow. And then as you move on here, then these are all calves at a similar age, are they?
Yeah, this was all. I think these calves came in last week or two. So.
Wow.
So yep.
Fantastic. And come here, how have you found the gates working with stepping in and out? I guess you don't need to go in and out much once it's set up.
No, it's just for treatment.
Just for treatment.
There's a process to get them out. Like we need 3 or 4 people when we're emptying the hutches.
Yeah.
Because we just load them directly on the trailer. So then we can probably manufacture, I guess, something.
For loading and unloading.
Loading and stuff. We haven't gotten that far yet. So.
But if you just come back to what we talked about when I came in right at the start, is you were considering a shed for rearing
proper calf barn. Yep.
And that would have been up in $1.5 million investment.
Oh, it was at least $1.5 million or $2 million. For the whole proper thing. And but yeah, no, so you still have the downsides of the hutch. You're outside, but but you can do so many more calves, so it's not quite so bad. So they're about an hour delivering milk for 250 calves.
That was going to be my next question. An hour to feed 250 calves.
Yeah, it wouldn't be more than an hour.
Yeah.
It'd probably be less. And then so delivering water and all that. So so these ones are red tapes. So they're off where that one is, but he's off milk.
Well, he's off milk. Okay.
Yeah,
so
red tapes.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, red tapes are weaned.
Fantastic.
Yellow tape means that they are weaning, so they only get like half a bottle at a feeding.
Okay.
We do that for a week. And then as long as their grain intake's coming up, then we put red tapes on. And then if you see blue tapes, that means they're on full milk. So.
And you just had one calf there. Any particular reason, or
his buddy would have passed away.
Okay.
So, yep. So Holly tries to group them by size when they come in.
Yeah, of course.
So,
yeah.
But yeah. So.
As you say, they're weaned calves now, so they're.
Yeah, so
they're filling up.
So that's a January birth date. So.
Oh, January. Okay.
So yeah, they'll be leaving here shortly. So we used to keep them for 4 months, and they were fairly big. But we just found that, or at least I did, I guess. I thought they were getting too big for it. So.
And is there any particular system where you have the reds or the yellow tapes, or?
Well, we try to do rows. Like we just fill a row.
Yeah.
And then, but it's by age. Like, so they're on the milk feeding for, I think it's up to 45 or 50 days, and then we start weaning. We want them off milk by 56 or 60 days.
Off milk by 50.
So this would be, I think these guys are, they're about the same age or a little bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're December and January birth dates, so that's early.
How
They'd be
healthy
2
they
weeks
are.
older than those guys.
Wow.
So yeah, yeah,
Healthy out, not a problem.
yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just going to look at in the grain feeder there.
Yeah, so that's our own mix.
That's your own mix. Okay.
Yeah, it's high moisture corn, barley mill run, and a little bit of straw. It's amazing how little straw we have to put in there now.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we started out with 15% straw, and now we're down to like 5 or 6. And yeah, she doesn't have many digestive upsets. So.
Wow.
So yeah.
Woo! It's pretty nippy here now. I tell you, it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
And so I saw you put in the first Supreme Buddy Hutch a year ago.
Yeah, I think it started in June of last year.
Oh, June last year. Okay.
Yeah. So these guys.
So this is your first winter too, as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So these guys just arrived last week. So.
Okay, they're brand new calves.
Yeah. So generally they're 110 to 150 pounds when they come. So.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Yep.
And this is the rest of the dairy back there then?
Yeah,
David?
so that'd be the heifer barn, freestall barn, and then that's the milk cow barn there.
Wow.
And yeah. Yep. So.
Any particular on the dairy? Any particular genetics you use or?
Oh, we're just Alta genetics.
Alta, yeah.
And yeah, I don't pay attention to the proof sheets. So.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway.
And so, are your heifers here now as well, or is it all?
So the heifers are in this row.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're bringing in you're fattening your bull calves, and then you're rearing your own heifers the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, the heifers, they just get more milk. That's the only difference.
That's the only difference.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So.
And down the end there, I know you used some hutches before.
Oh, that was when we didn't have enough hutches.
Yeah.
So we'd use the little hutches to get them started, and then
Yeah.
once we had enough big hutches, then we put them into big hutches. But yeah,
Fantastic.
we got 300 of them. If anybody wants it. So.
Anything you do different here in this layout? Is there anything you do different? Looking back now.
No, I don't think so. No, I'd probably want a little more slope, maybe a little bit more slope.
Okay, better gradient,
just for
yeah.
draining, but
Yeah.
But no, we put all new gravel down and everything, and did that. So
Yeah.
no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
No regrets. My fingers are getting bluer and whiter here. You don't miss the shed now.
No, well, we never had a calf shed really, so no, I don't think so.
I would say don't miss not investing in it. I was going to say,
No.
but yeah, that's fantastic. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
And David, we were talking earlier about. I believe this is the solution for my friends in the Middle East,
Sure.
where they're challenged with really high temperatures. Like you'll get kind of warm here. How hot will it get?
Oh,
June
hot.
last year.
A really hot day would be 33, 34.
34.
It doesn't stay up there very long.
No.
Usually it's around 30 degrees, but the humidity would be, I don't know, high 60s, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it's really humid is what our problem is.
Nothing compared to my friends in the Middle East, but
No.
I always say with the opaque plastic blocking the sun,
Yeah.
it could almost be a 10-degree difference.
Yeah.
Would
If you put shade cloth over it too, that'd make a big difference.
Yeah, that's we did a trial in Kuwait where we did a shade over top
I would
and
think.
having a double shade.
Yeah. I would think.
Some kind of airflow, open up
Yeah.
the back doors.
Oh, in the summer these are open.
Yeah. And Darren has left their space to
Yeah.
pop in another event, you know.
Yeah. I never realized that was an option actually.
I don't know how often they do it.
I
but
don't either, but
Yeah,
But yeah, no, the doors open up we leave the doors open in the summer.
so summertime you just have them open day and night, or
Yeah, no, all the time.
all the time?
I know Holly will try and shut them on a really big rain event or
Yeah.
something, but no, most of the time we leave them open. So
There you
yeah,
go.
and that's the way we bed them. We'll just come along with a bucket with a bale of straw, and there'll be 2 or 3 guys, and they're chucking straw in. So
Okay, so
looked
you didn't invest in a bedding machine going
No,
down,
we just-
chopper.
we just thought we didn't think the benefit was there for time, and
Yeah.
we probably would have saved. It'd probably take the same amount of time, but
And some people argue then that the chopper might create too much dust, maybe, perhaps, but it shouldn't be an issue outside. But
yeah, no, there's there's that possibility, I suppose.
So summertime, doors are open, and would you have this canopy up then as well?
Well, just propped up. Yeah, we'll have it just like that.
Just like that.
Yep. And then, in the wintertime, we just leave it down. But,
Yep.
But yeah. No,
Yeah, no, I would look at. I think this is the unit for my friends in the Middle East, and as I say, top canopy, have a double shade.
Yeah.
It's not looking very warm here now.
No. But
I better go before my fingers fall off.
sure.
So I'm just driving out here now, leaving Davenport Farm, and I just had a great experience. Two tremendous dairy and beef farmers, David and Keith Davenport. I suppose I certainly, this was, I guess, almost 3 hours drive from Toronto. I came up, stayed here in Owen Sound last night, not 100% knowing how much time they would give me, because farmers are busy people. Farmers can be very private as well. But David and Keith were so giving and so incredibly interesting. I'm just going over the bumps here now. You can see the farm equipment there at the side. What nice people. What genuine great people. And we got into a great talk. Say talk cow and not bull. It's great when you go into some farms, you might just be focused on cows and breeding and pedigree or commercial. We got into a wonderful chat all about kind of the growth of dairy in Ontario and the dairy farmers of Ontario board and how they manage the milk. It was really interesting. So I certainly got my videos of agroplastics and how wonderful the product is doing for them, and they're so happy. But what was really interesting is just, doing the interview. Honestly, I don't know if it's going to be a podcast or a YouTube or what. I've got getting some help in regards to that. But it was just a great talk. We just spoke freely for an hour and 10 minutes. I have a few little questions guided by, I think I mentioned on LinkedIn, where I got a little bit of help to ask some questions. They're just like a guider. It was more about just kind of the free flow and see which way the conversation will go. And it was nice. And then they asked me questions back and got into a bit of product, and it was fine. It was good. So I hope someone will find it interesting. I'll try and get it up online as quickly as I can. We'll get the video live as quick as we can on YouTube. And then it might take a bit longer to edit and make it into we might do a podcast. So, yeah. So thank you very much to the Davenports. And with the DeClerc farm yesterday down Niagara. As I say, it was a long way from Niagara up to Owen Sound. And again, I didn't know what to expect, but that was just a great visit. I guess it helps that if I visit someone's farm, they always have the open invitation to visit mine. And I genuinely mean that. I hope the Davenports will take me up on it. So watch here soon. We will try and get those videos up. Very interesting discussion. Very interesting discussion on how they're expanding, not just dairy, they're expanding the beef side of their business. And very practical. Like, not, you go to some places and they've got limitless budgets and can do whatever they want. But no, these guys are doing it really practical. They're phasing it in bit by bit. Good discussion. All right, so so we shall see what will come of this. So just a quick little video about the last 7 days. My team back at the office, and thank you very much, the team. Couldn't be doing all this traveling without your amazing support. But they're always saying I need to create more content and videos. So the last 7 days around Canada has been, I've really pushed this time. Instead of
B2B meetings, instead of only B2B meetings, I've really pushed on creating some videos and content. I'm just on the way back from Owen Sound, which is quite a remote part of Ontario. It was all snow back there. It's amazing how quickly it's all cleared up. And then before that, I was down at Niagara, and then last week I was in Stratford at the Canadian Dairy Expo. So we've created some videos and some interesting interviews. They are farms that I have a tie-in with their products. It's either Agroplastics or Huber Technic. But honestly, the conversations of those products, certainly in the longer form interviews, is like 5%. It's more talking with the farmers. A really interesting story with a 92-year-old Dutch farmer. I did not know he was 92 until the end of the interview, like 75, and just about his history and moving over and farming in Ontario. So I hope you'll find that interesting. Yeah, and I'm very thankful to farmers that give me so much of their time and to tell that story. But when they can see I'm a farmer myself at heart, and genuinely just trying to share the stories that I might be able to help somebody out there, and maybe give an insight to other people wanting to do business in Ontario. So yeah, I hope you'll find it interesting. So the last 7 days for me, it's now here Tuesday. I'm a week gone from Ireland. I had farm visit today. It was like a 3-hour drive from Toronto yesterday, a 3-hour drive back. I have a business meeting tomorrow, business group. I'm part of Strategic Coach, which is kind of group for business owners. So I'm doing that tomorrow in Toronto. Great networking. There'll be business owners from all over North America at that. I normally go to the London one. So that's tomorrow. Today was the Owen Sound farm visit, which you'll see hopefully soon on YouTube. Then yesterday was Niagara Farm, and then I had a nice weekend in Niagara-on-the-Lake, a town I'd never seen before. Started to learn a lot more about fellow Irishman Bernard Shaw. It's amazing to see a town almost devoted to an Irishman that never even visited there. So we all know how amazing Shaw is. Well, in Ireland, it got forced down our throat, but to see a statue in the middle of the town was quite interesting. Had a lovely dinner with Darren and Sue Van Buren of Agroplastics. And then, last week was the Canadian Dairy Expo, which is a really interesting show. Really, fantastic display of the best of Canadian products. It's a national show. Like, people came from up BC. I met some B2B customers from out there and all of that. But it's got like Agroplastics, AgroComfort had significant stands there. For me, I suppose I'd like to hope to meet some like international partners, that someone we can maybe set up distributors for Agroplastics or Huber Technic or Hatfield. But it's okay. I mean, it was time to spend with my B2B partners and Agroplastics and AgroComfort. And then, of course, just to see the cows and the farmers, and I got an interview with a farmer, which was interesting. And then there was the auction, calves for a cause. It was amazing to see all these pedigree calves for sale, all to raise money for Children's Hospital in London, Ontario. Amazing. Just farmers are so good natured. So much work gone into it. While I was there was a calf that made $25,000. So I don't know the exact figure. I think it was close. I think they did $750,000 last year. I don't know, it was something similar this year. And then if we go way back, I had a meeting as well Monday night in Dublin with the timber frame company, where we're thinking of building our office. We're going to aim to look to build an office on the farm, and very interesting Estonian company. And we might be able to support them a little bit in the Irish market. They think there's a unique space to work with Irish farmers in terms of creating accommodation for workers and that. So we'll see what we can do there. And yeah, and I suppose if we go back a little bit further, a bit more than 7 days, I was involved in this AI Agri-Food conference, which was really enjoyable. So this is the end of the first leg of my Canada trip. I'm going up now to meet family in Ottawa. After the business group tomorrow, I'm going up to Ottawa, some time with family, and then I hope to get up to Quebec and make some more videos and meet some more customers up there, and hopefully get some good farm interviews. Quebec is interesting, different kind of, a little bit different to Ontario farming, but we'll have a look at that. And then then I'm only home a few days, and I've got a trip with Hannah around the Baltics and Eastern Europe. It's kind of show season there. So yeah, and I know it hasn't been that long ago that I was in the Middle East, so it's just kind of travel season and travel time. Been lots of great stuff going on back at the office as well. Thanks to John Joe and the team and Ronan and our Cork office, or the Durapack. John Joe's working on the team there and a new brand, so lots going on. So yeah, and again, they're pushing me to create this content. So that's coming up on the last 7 days. I should say 7 days plus inside 7 minutes. So yeah, and please reach out if there's anything I can do to help you or to connect. That's what it's all about. Talk cow, not bull.